Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. For many successful aircraft designs, there are many others which don't make it to production. Competitive tenders draw in manufacturers who submit prototypes for consideration. The financial rewards can be huge. Just how many prototype aircraft don't make it to the production when not chosen? There is no single universal percentage, as the number is highly dependent on the era, the type of aircraft, and the country's procurement process. However, we can break it down into clear categories with well-known examples. The short answer is a significant majority of prototype aircraft that lose a major tender do not enter production. It is often estimated that over 90% of prototypes that fail to win a competition are cancelled. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Number 1, the winner takes all tender, the most common outcome. This is the standard process for modern military aircraft. A government agency, i.e. the US Department of Defense, defines a requirement and several companies build and fly prototypes. Only one winner is chosen for full-scale production. The outcome is that the losing prototype is almost always cancelled. The investment required to set up production lines, supply chains, and training for a second aircraft is prohibitively expensive for the government. Examples: VF22 versus VF23. The Northrop Macdonald Douglas YF23 was a legendary stealth fighter prototype that lost to Lockheed Boeing's YF22, which became the F22 Raptor. 2 YF23s were built. Both are now museum pieces.
We have the YF23 Black Widow. This is in our research and development gallery. The YF23 competed with the F22 for the contract for the next generation fighter, with the Air Force selecting the F22. We're standing in Building 2 of the National Museum of the United States Air Force, and we're next to the F22 Raptor. The F22 is the next evolution of stealth technology in a fighter platform, our air superiority fighter. We have the ram coating, we have the hard angles, we have the bubble canopy, we have thrust vectoring, we have super cruise, we could say limited numbers were fielded of the aircraft. It's going to be paired with the F-35 as our air superiority air package. The maturation of it goes from the late 80s through systems command and sustainment command until we can actually get this fielded today. We'll see that the overlap of the wings all exist on the same plane, same angle to minimize the radar cross-section of the aircraft. You'll also observe that contouring being so critical to stealth design, all panels are blended and there are no hard angles on this aircraft. You'll see the weapons bay on the sides, you'll see that they close and open to minimize any protruding weapons, antenna, or any other item that may enhance radar cross-section of the F-22.
X-32 versus X-35. Boeing's X-32, known for its wide smile, lost the Joint Strike Fighter competition to Lockheed Martin's X-35, which became the F-35 Lightning II. All X-32 prototypes were retired. Northrop YF-17 versus General Dynamics YF-16. The YF-17 lost the US Air Force lightweight fighter competition to the YF-16, now known as the F-16 Fighting Falcon. However, this is a famous exception. Number 2, the rare exception, finding a niche. Occasionally, a losing prototype is so promising that it finds a new customer or a different role, leading to a production run. The prototype is adapted and enters production for a different branch of the military or for a foreign ally. Examples: Northrop YF-17. Although it lost to the F-16 for the US Air Force, the US Navy was looking for a new multi-role fighter. The YF-17 was radically redesigned, made larger and stronger for it to become the FA-18 Hornet, one of the most successful naval fighters in history. Dassault Rafale versus Eurofighter Typhoon. While not a direct US-style tender, France withdrew from the multinational Eurofighter project to develop its own prototype, which became the production Dassault Rafale. The Eurofighter consortium continued without them, leading to 2 production aircraft from one initial program. 3. Technology demonstrators. This is a different category. These are not prototypes for a specific tender, they are built to test new technologies, e.g. stealth, fight controls and materials. They are never intended for production. Their entire purpose is to inform the design of future aircraft. Examples: Boeing X-36 Tailless Agility Research, Grumman X-29 Forward Swept Wing Testing, and Boeing Bird of Prey Stealth Technology Demonstrator.
On display here at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, the Boeing Bird of Prey, which was a demonstrator that developed the technologies used in the 1990s to develop the technologies in the modern Air Force. We have Tacit Blue in the Research and Development Gallery. We have one of the aircraft used to test the principles to develop the B-2. Angular configuration and size show the direct linkage between research and development and what ultimately results as an airfielded Air Force platform.
Factors that almost guarantee cancellation after losing a tender. Prohibitive cost. Modern combat aircraft cost tens of billions to develop. Funding 2 separate production lines is unthinkable for most nations. A logistical nightmare. Operating 2 different types of aircraft for the same role doubles the need for training, spare parts, maintenance crews, and specialised tools. Intellectual property. The company that spent billions on the losing prototype has no financial incentive to continue without a production contract. They will shelve the project and reassign the engineers. Lack of a plan B. Unlike the YF-17, which perfectly met a new Navy need, most losers don't have another major customer waiting. While there are famous and successful exceptions, the rule is stark. Losing a major aircraft tender almost always means the prototype will never see a production line. The financial and strategic barriers are simply too high. The vast majority become museum exhibits or are scrapped, their advanced technology sometimes living on in future classified projects. In summary, the likelihood of production after losing a major tender is less than 5%. Examples are the VF-23 and the X-32. Finding a new role or customer after losing is very rare. A great example is the YF-17, which led to the FA-18. Technology demonstrators such as the X-29 and X-36 never made it to production. Please comment below if you can think of a project that failed to win a tender yet made it into production. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content.